Well, hello, ladies and gentlemen, and what fun the dear old Church of England has in store for us this week, as it embarks on the roadshow that is the General Synod in that London. The women bishops issue has not gone away, and it is looking like the Conservative evangelicals are on the ropes. Parliament has made it abundantly clear that anything that looks remotely like discrimination will not get through their morally airtight corridors, and the gun held to the bishops' collective heads is that if they don't get it right, then Parliament will pass their own legislation to allow women bishops. Oh dear, the roadshow is looking more like it is running on very loose rails. The new Archbishop has risen to this challenge by breaking Rowan's mould. Rowan advised all members of differing opinion to take the opportunity to talk to one another in the hope that an agreed way forward might evolve. Everyone applauded his call to common sense dialogue. Then they stood on opposite sides of the stage and began slagging one another off, leaving Rowan looking like a bearded Jeremy Kyle on Valium. It hadn't helped that the Synod members had been voted on to Synod on the single issue of women bishops by a raving mad minority of Church of England members in the first place. The Anglo-Catholics and the Conservative evangelicals were united in opposition to the women who were bishops and totally against England having to put up with them. Faced with this madhouse, Mr. Welby put the proverbial cat amongst the pigeons and demanded that subgroups meet at each and every synod so that they would have to face one another. No huddling into cliques for Mr. Welby, and everyone felt awkward because they didn't want to be impolite and say what they really thought about one another. So reason began to reign. Well done, Mr. Welby. It looks like the Anglo-Catholics are beginning to see the writing on the wall, and rather than allow themselves to lose all, they might realise that they have already secured their flying bishops, and so go along with the compromise by abandoning their image of Catholic integrity by the act of abstention. Would this mean that they are all then tainted? And would that in turn result in each one of them refusing to talk even to themselves? So then, the union of the Catholics and Conservative evangelicals, born of mutual objectives, seems to be coming well and truly unstuck, as the cincture that once held them together unravels and drops to their liturgical knees. The Conservative evangelicals are smarting, and they have stated in debate last November that proposals on flying bishops and such like do not fit with their theology. So how would they go forward on this issue without their Catholic bedfellows? The best guess is that they will attempt a variety of delaying tactics, hoping that the issue can be filibustered and prattled about with, and that the ultimate goal would be to get the whole matter put off till the new synod is sworn in November 2015. In this way, they would enjoy a second general synod election based again on the single issue of women bishops, and put enough of their considerable financial support behind getting a Conservative evangelical majority on the synod, thus ensuring that theology and ecclesiology will be saved from Satan. They can call all the shots without wayward bedfellows, the broken reed, that is the mad Anglo-Catholic wing, who by then won't be talking to anyone, not even themselves. They will have then decided that everyone in the world is tainted. But remember what Parliament said. It all looks very interesting. Will constitutional anarchy be avoided? Will Welby's great experiment turn things around? Will Synod members manage to stay awake long enough to find out? Bye-bye for now.